Salif Sanē, Danny Latza. Older, very expensive from a wage standpoint, both coming off of horrific knee injuries. Salif's contract is up at the end of the season. Danny is on a contract until the end of next season when he'll be at least 32. What would you do? What do we do with these players? Do we keep? Do we re-sign? Do we sell? I need your help. Let's get in. Also today, highlights of the games we've had thus far. So I'm not all the way to the January transfer window. It's December 5th. But again, it's a good time to get your help and your advice. And then let's go look at the highlights of the recent games. Might be a shorter episode. Let's see. All right, my friends, welcome in. It's episode 7. Thanks for your support. I actually got a notification the other day. I tweeted this in case you happen to have seen it. First time ever on YouTube. It's like, you're doing essentially an amazing job. Your channel has gotten 146 more views than normal. We're up to 6,077 subscribers at the time of recording. Thanks for your support. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe. Yes, it's been going very well. I'm glad that you all are enjoying the content because I'm enjoying it too. Except this part. So we have to make a decision on Salif Sanē and Danny Latza. We're getting to the end of the year, into the winter window. Contracts up at the end of the year. Salif Sanē is on $67,000 a week, which is €3,484,000 a year. Not to mention any sign-on bonus, agent fees, appearance fees, all that stuff. It says up there he's worth $600 to $850,000. If we are going to be getting into a position where we get promoted, would you, viewer, recommend signing Salif to an extension? And if so, at what salary would it be okay? You're thinking, okay, if we get to the Bundesliga, we're going to need to improve our quality across the board. So yes, we do need to do that. We haven't really seen Salif. He's played 2 games on a 7.05 thus far in the season. So is it worth it to extend him? Like if he wants $67,000, let's go with a simple example. If he wants $67,000 on a 2 or 3 year deal, which would take him to what? 33, 34 years old. Is he worth it because he's currently a 4-star central defender for us? Or is the 3.4, almost 3.5 million, probably with an extension, 3.5, 3.6 with sign-on bonus and all that kind of stuff, just not worth it for a club that's 200 and, how far are we in debt? It's probably gone up, hasn't it? Hasn't it though? 275 million euros in debt. Is it just like, is he a player that we just can't afford to have? If that's the case. So that's option 1 is to sign him to an extension. Would you do it? If so, what salary would you be comfortable with? Second option is get rid before he can leave on a free. And like if you're getting rid, don't wait till the end of the season because he hasn't really impacted us that much. He's only had 2 games this season because of his horrific knee injury. Get rid earlier rather than later because that's saving you wage budget going into next year, and you can redeploy that into other players. What would you do with Salif? And I think Danny Latza is in the same bucket. Even though his contract is up at the end of next season, so 2023, he's 31. He's on $14,500 a week. He's expecting regular starter minutes, and we've given him a run-in. We've given him 5 games coming back from injury. He's done a 6.72, which is not great. And you see those physicals. Yeah, when you tear your knee muscles, yeah, and ligaments and ligaments and all that kind of stuff, that's going to go down. So this one to me, I think, is a bit harder because he is a Schalke product. And as we talked about as part of the save, we want to use Schalke products as much as we can when we are playing. But is using Danny in the squad preventing the likes of somebody else? Florian Flick, for example. I had a comment that said the viewer said that they are also playing with Schalke, and Flick turns out to be really good. His ability or his attributes is increasing a lot. Is keeping Danny Latza around, preventing us from developing some of the younger products. Is he gonna be that good? Like, I honestly think right now he's squad player. He's 2.5 stars. So at best he's squad player, but then we'd be paying $14,500 for a squad player when we could theoretically cash in between 140 and 550 grand right now. What would you do with these 2 players? I am so torn with what to do. So yeah, leave a comment. I will take your advice. I'll take it into consideration. I'm not saying I'll do exactly everything you say, but you get the idea. I would like your advice. Please. First up, we took on Heidenheim, and my goodness, friends, this game did not go well to start. 5th minute, goal outside the box for them, 1-0. Husing here to Forenbach. Moore plays it in space. Fadenberger, which is a fantastic name, slots it home. I think it got reviewed, but it was 2-0 in the 50th minute. So we had to do some changes. I honestly don't remember what we did, but we went for it. Simon Terode, what a finish that was. Into the far bottom corner. Keeper could not reach it. Karim here, down the wing. And then just slots it home. I was thinking, cut back. It's 2-2. Oliver around the edge of the wall. Lovely stuff. 3-2. Now we're in the 86th minute here. Punts it long. Marvin to Taroda. Takes a touch around the keeper. Completes the epic comeback. It is 4-2, my friends. We scored 4 goals from the 71st minute to the 86th minute. Unbelievable comeback. Love the heart. Then we hosted Darmstadt, that's at the relatively bottom of the table at our stadium. Evan, he took way too much time there, gets his first goal, the American Academy prospect. Freaking love it. Like, takes his time, takes the ball, taps it in. And then here we go in the 80th minute with a rocket blast from Simon at the top of the box. Easy peasy, 2-0 win. We will take it. Lovely stuff. Oh, I was so chuffed for Evan Rotundo. Yeah, because I was like, he's in position, and then he just like stood there, and I'm like, kick it into the net, and he finally did. Then we went to Werder Bremen away, their 4-3-3 against our 4-2-3-1. Long ball in behind our high line, slots it home in the 2nd minute. It was reviewed, it counted, and then in the 13th minute, again, takes a touch, pings a cross in, keeper couldn't get to it, he beats him, 2-0. That was it. We could do nothing against them. Look at that XG. It was horrific. There was a bit of a ripping of the players in the locker room. We'll put it that way. So very disappointing loss. In fairness, Werder is currently in 4th. And then we hosted Sandhausen. Sané getting a goal there from a header. Taroda with a penalty, slots at home. He beats the keeper, even though the keeper went the correct way. Oliver pings in a corner. That's what we signed him for. Dries Wouters bangs it home. It's 3-0 at the half. In the second half here, they play a ball over the top. I thought he might have been offside, but he takes a touch and just, what is Ralph doing? He's just like shuffling, like, mate, do something. But they slot it home. It was 3-1. Then here they play a back pass, pings it forward, and then Marvin takes it right away. That pressing forward, the 16 aggression, slots it past the keeper. A lovely 4-1 victory to bounce back after the 2-0 loss to Werder Bremen. We will take it. It was a dominant win. Then we went away to St. Pauli, who currently, I think right now, are towards the upper end of the table in reality. In our version at FM, lovely. I mean, that volley was ridiculous. 68th minute there. They are 13th currently. Ideen, Zalazar plays it forward. Taroda, bang, into the corner. He likes to do the far corner thing. It's lovely. That was 1-1 in the 83rd minute. 92nd minute, we are pushing forward, pings it in. Mehmet heads it down. Zalazar off the inside of the post. Gutting for FC St. Pauli fans, but a 2-1 win. They kind of edged it from an expected goal standpoint. So it was one of those things where you're like, we won, but it wasn't great. It was like, uh-oh, what is, like, are cracks beginning to form in our setup? But with that being said, my friends, we are top of the table. There are some games in hand, like Hanover has a game in hand, but again, they wouldn't get any better than second. They'd be on 31 points. So we are 4 points clear at the top of the table. Jan Regensburg doing quite well, and Heidenheim also doing unexpectedly well. So what is up with, like, you know, St. Pauli and Ingolstadt and Hamburg and Hanover and Fortuna Dusseldorf? I mean, goodness me, but we're doing all right. I'm pretty pleased. Last thing, Harold, they have bumped up our transfer budget to 537,000 euros. Not sure where the money came from, but that's what they did. So here's what I'm going to do for next episode. This episode is going to come out on Friday before the return of all of club football after the international break. I personally think that's probably going to decrease viewers on a Saturday. So I'm going to get all the way through the transfer window. I'm going to get there. I'm going to wait for your comments as this comes out on Salif and Danny Latza and the like. And then we'll put out an episode on Sunday with that. So just if you could hit that subscribe button, hit the like button so you're aware of what's going on here. You get that notification. If this is going to be the first time I have missed a consistent episode upload, that's my plan right now. There might be a surprise thing on Saturday. We'll see. But that's the plan. Do we even need to spend the transfer budget? Is it better to take the transfer budget and apply it on re-signing some of our youth prospects whose contracts are coming up? That's kind of where I'm leaning right now. Not that we need 500 grand to do that, but that's my confusion, I guess, with Danny Latza and Salif is like, they haven't been here and we're doing okay. So like, is it better to get rid and like save the money or redeploy that money with some signings as we get closer to the summer, assuming we get promoted? Or do we need them and do something else with the players that essentially their spots that we're taking? That's my question for you, my friends. Again, thanks for your support. If you're enjoying content like this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.